Hi, friends. Host Eric here. And I'm the host of Talking to Famous People. Tonight, I'm going to answer the question that's been plaguing a lot of people's minds for a long time now, probably. What's the real reason I'm live streaming? The answer is I like it. I like live streaming. It's fun and pleasant. It's relaxing, usually. I'm not engaged in some sort of ridiculous, I guess it's my job in life to check certain people, Anyway, regardless, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Doing battle with Canada and so forth, But hopefully, on those matters, we're all clear that she's going to stop escalating and so forth. I'm both a famous person and I talk to famous people. The reason I'm a famous person, too, is because I've been interviewed on this channel before. I've been talked to by somebody else whose work function is the host. That makes me a famous person. But of course, being a host also makes you a famous person because you're a host talking to famous people. But what I am not, Bacon, is a celebrity. I'm a famous person? Yes. I talk to famous people? Yes. I am not a celebrity, nor do I talk to celebrities. Instead, I'm a rather fatigued fellow who's put in a long, hard day fighting the fight of the righteous. And it's time to settle in for my pre-bedtime live stream. It's just you and me, Bacon. We're here by ourselves finally. Finally, everybody else left us alone. So, Bacon, what I want you to do is gently reach around me and move that chair out of my way. I had a funny idea earlier. I was talking with Rachel about it. We were laughing. I want there to be, first of all, this hat is part of the thing, okay? I want there to be a rapper. He's like a 90s rapper, right? He's got a sideways visor. He's got the whole Adidas tracksuit thing going on with the Adidas shoes. Yeah, boy. He's like one of those kind, And he's got a little bit of a Flavor Flav vibe going on. But instead of wearing a clock around his neck, he wears a large pepper grinder, like in restaurants. He calls himself Pepper. Or, I was thinking a good name for him would be Grindy Peps. And I picture a video of him where he's rapping hardcore, right? He's got his pepper grinder on a chain around his neck. And he's holding it like this. And he's rapping at the camera, just looking straight at the camera. Meanwhile, he's walking straight ahead, giving a little bit of pepper here, a little pepper here, there. Underneath him is this like web of bikini-clad rap girls, rap video girls who each have a plate of salad. And he's so cool that as he's rapping towards the camera, these girls are like crossing in front of him. He's just hitting every salad perfectly with a little bit of pepper, And that's how he became a star. At the beginning of his career, of course, Grindy Peps. Better check my sound. Is my sound no good like a piece of wood? Is my sound no fun like a piece of gum? Is that better? Yeah. Is that better? Yeah. 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 Okay, so, Grindy Peps. It sounds like some poor underpaid employee waiter at one of the restaurants you concocted. Okay, now you've really helped me here, Bacon. I think there should be a rap themed restaurant where all the waiters dress in Adidas tracksuits and have large pepper grinders around their neck on chains. And when they come take your order, they rap at you. They go, "My name's Bob. What do you want? Corn on the cob? A book by comp? Hey, it's Jake Hurwitz. How did you know my name was Holmes? I thought that was a secret that my name was Holmes. These hats are very versatile. You can wear them like this. I don't know really if there's any good reason to wear it like this. Hi, Countess. How you doing? I'm talking about this hat right now. The many versatile ways you can wear it. You can wear it like this. I don't know why you'd want to wear it like this either, but you could. You can wear it like this. You can wear it to the side. Now, this is rapper side. This is DJ side. Okay, keep that in mind. Rapper, DJ. Okay. The cool thing about a visor is it doesn't have to go on your forehead. You could have a nose visor like me. This helps prevent my nose from getting too much sun. I don't want to get a sunburn on my nose, so I wear a hat like this. Now, of course, I got a sunburn right here, so I'll wear another visor on top to make sure, Because look, you can see this part of my nose is still getting sun. Not acceptable. Why does the hat look funny? It doesn't. It looks grand. You can also wear it like this if you wanted to. Like, let's say you just got some teeth pulled at the dentist, and you need to keep your jaw closed. You can wear it like that. This is a very versatile hat. You wear it all kinds of different ways. You wear it like this, see? Oh, I can't talk right now. I got my teeth pulled out. Right? You can do that. You can do it like this way. Mumsy, will we be milking the cattle today? It's one of these ones, Did I watch the Dark Knight movies? No. That about Batman. Batman is not a very interesting character to me. It's a lot of TE, It's way too much TE. Yeah. This is a topless hat. That's true. I don't normally wear visors, but I'm kind of enamored with this visor right now. I think this is a good way to wear it too. This is a good way because it blocks the side sun out from your eyes. See? If you wear it like this, no side sun can come in. And side sun is one of the major leading causes of squinting. It's true. Also, you don't have to worry about your nose banging into things that are more than an inch in front of your face. Plus, you get to have this cool look, And I look a lot more cool like this. Oh, you think you're going to be one of those things, eh? I feel like the guy in Star Wars, he says, you'll be coming with us, or something like that, Okay, well, Batman may be your favorite comic book character, but if you were going to be a superhero, and let's say you only had to choose between Aquaman, Batman, and that Indian guy who grows super big, and the Green Lantern, which one do you choose? Obviously, you choose Aquaman. But if you have Land Command in the mix, obviously you choose Land Command. Who wouldn't want to be Land Command? That's got to be the best superhero. Land Command has all the powers of Aquaman, but he's got the powers for land animals instead of ocean animals. That's why he's called Land Command. It's like the Native American superhero. Native American giant growing guy. I'll see. I'll Google it. I'll Google it with my Googling fingers. Oops. Cancel. Okay. Apache Chief. Right. There you go. Apache Chief. Now, I tell you which guy you don't want to be in Superhero Town. You don't want to be either of the Wonder Twins or their monkey. Okay? He has the power to communicate with humans. Look, but the thing is, you always said if you were a Transformer, your name would be Amazon Prime. That's funny stuff, Elizabeth B. Milburn. So, anyway, I'm trying to tell you something really important right now about superheroes. You don't want to be either of the Wonder Twins. If you had to be a Wonder Twin, which Wonder Twin would you want to be? The one who turns into a bucket of water or the one who turns into a bird? I don't think there's gluten in any chocolate, Countess. Is there? Paddle Spanker? Is Paddle Spanker a superhero who goes around and makes the world safer for everyone by paddling people when they do bad things? Oh, right. The real reason I'm live streaming is because I like it, mostly. I'm fond of it. I enjoy it, mostly. I don't think non-gluten-free chocolate has gluten in it. You know, it's like, I bet I could sell gluten-free pens at the store and people would buy them and pay more for them than regular pens. The paddles for transporting yourself. So to get from one place to another, you paddle yourself there. Like, you know, you smack your own bottom all the way across town or what? I had a pizza earlier. Was no gluten. Did not taste like pizza. I do prefer to be vegetarian, though. I don't like it when things moo at me on my plate. Well, I hate to be the one to point this out, Elizabeth B. Milburn, but gluten is vegetarian. There's nothing more vegetarian than gluten. Gluten's the most vegetarian of all the glues. But seriously, I guarantee you, if I went to a store, yeah, I've tried carob. If I went to a store and I said, listen, I want to do an experiment, so just let me have this little bit of counter space here to work with. And I had two kinds of pens. They were identical, except one of them was put in packaging saying gluten-free pens, and they were 20 cents more. They're side by side in this display of pens, right? You know, regular pens. It says regular pens, $1.79. Gluten-free pens, exclamation point, $1.99. You put them right next to each other. I bet you a lot of people would buy the gluten-free pens. The fact that they don't eat their pen, that's who knows why they would buy them, but I bet you they would. A lot of people would buy gluten-free pens. You know, it's like I saw, oh, right. Rachel had gluten-free toothpaste. What? Gluten-free toothpaste? Why do you need your toothpaste to be gluten-free? Now, that's not why Rachel got it. She got it because it was like the, natural brand toothpaste that she grabbed, But I like to bite down on my pen too. And as a consequence, I want a pen that's gluten-free. These pens are gluten-free. Obviously, it says it right on the label. So I'm going to get one of those pens. I chew pens. These pens are gluten-free. says so. They look exactly like these pens, but these ones don't say on the box here, these pens are gluten-free. These ones, not only are gluten-free, to the extent that they're vegetables, they're also organic. So these ones are clearly better. So organic, vegan, gluten-free pens. Also, they are sodium-free. Sodium-free, low in sugar, gluten-free, vegan, high in antioxidants. These pens are high in antioxidants. I wonder what kind of antioxidant you could put into a pen. You really make up a scary sounding word that doesn't exist and say blah blah free and extra sharp. You're right, Scurulence free. Ethically raised pens. Free range pens, yeah, for sure. Scurrilatory free. This pasta is scurrilatory free. I don't see any of the other pastas that are scurrilatory free. Maybe we should get the one that's scurrilatory free. Do you want any scurrilatory in your pasta? What is scurrilatory? I'm not sure, but I don't like the sound of it. I'm getting the scurrilatory free pasta for sure. Whoa, bro, you aren't eating that regular pasta, are you? Look, get this brand. It's scurrilatory free. What's scurrilatory? You don't even want to know, dog. You don't even want to know. What's SPF? You mean like suntan lotion? I've heard most people say they are allergic to chocolate or not are not really allergic to chocolate. It's the amount of allowable roach parts. I mean, they're allergic to roach parts. Look, you're gonna get a few roach parts, whatever it is you're doing. Every time I go to the dentist and they clean my teeth, I always leave there with various roast parts in between my teeth. I don't know. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the important idea of scurrilatory-free pasta. Talking about sodium makes me want to break out a bunch of chemistry jokes, but I'm sure you can Google those. I'll spare you. Probably could Google chemistry jokes. Probably won't. I don't really find chemistry very funny. I find it a somber and sour and dour face. Humbug of sorts. Chemistry is a humbug. Octavio, it's good to see you too. I'm really tired. I probably got, 30, 45 minutes in me total here tonight. But I wanted to live stream before bed because, it's been a very emotionally disruptive day for me. First thing in the morning, I found some scurrilatory in my scrambled eggs. And we both know, Hambo knows, that scurrilatory does cause catalogamy of the digestional tract. Yeah, you don't want to get catalogamy. I think tonight I will sleep very well too. I'm going to sleep like a baby. Sleep the sleep of the innocent. Day in the 24 hours since, Countess. Day in the 24 hours since. I want to remind everybody of something. If you close the door, the night would last forever and keep the sun shine out and say hello to never. All the people are laughing and they're having such fun. I wish it could happen to me. So if you close the door, we'll never have to see the day again. Ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Scurrilatory-free pasta. You know, my life really started to turn around when I just said, I'm excising all squirrels and scurrilatories from my diet. And it was like, wow, I'm finally awake. It's like, you don't know how much scurrilatory impacts your body until you cut it out of your diet. What common foods have scurrilatory? Could be pastas, could be rices. You just got to check the label. Look for the things that are scurrilatory free. Could be pastas, rices, fruits, fish, meats. Could be anything just about. So what is scurrilatory? It's a quality, it's a thing in the food that we gotta avoid it because it messes with the digestive system. You could get the catologamy if you don't. That's why, obviously, because scientists say, scurrilatory is not good for you. Yeah, but what is scurrilatory? I told you, it's a thing you got to avoid in the food, okay? It gets in the food, it gives you something with your stomach, and it's not good. I'll avoid scurrilatory. I'm not sure how you spell scurrilatory. I just know that you want to avoid it in most of your prepackaged foods. Like if you go to get a canned soup, make sure you get one that's scurrilatory free. Too much scurrilatory can cause you to become overloaded with scurrilatory. You don't want that to happen. Obviously, nobody wants that. Winston's mom, you're here. And I am finally awake. I'm woke finally. I've been awake for a while now, but I'm finally woke. Catologamy has been found to impede the expectation of the stomach and by consequence the colon as well. It's a good point there, Hambone. That is a good point. That's the problem. If you have too much scurrilatory and you get if you do experience some of the symptoms of catologamy, then you're going to have to be, someone's going to have to be monitoring your expectation of the stomach. And that's not going to be fun. So just cut out the scurrilatory right now. You hear a lot of different things. Some people say scurrilatory comes from plastics. Some people say it's a form of tofu. Some people say it's dolphin spit. They spit in our food when we're not looking. Nobody's really sure. But what we are all sure of is it's worth it to pay an extra 50 or 60 cents for something that's scurrilatory free. You don't want to take any chances, For all you know, it could be, metal tacks in a box of granola. You fill your mouth with and you stab your mouth all over the place. Is that what you want? You want a mouthful of bees? Because I can arrange for that. So many bees. Jesus, the bees are all over the place. On our bike ride today, Cameron and I must have passed, I noted at least 2 different beehives on the way up this little path. Yeah. It turned out it was the best treatment for autism the whole time. It's like, we've been avoiding it, but you get yourself an autistic person, shoot him chock full of scurrilatory, and you got yourself a regular person all of a sudden. Pretty crazy. It's just like, it takes about 45 minutes for it to all, wiggle down through, of course. Nothing wiggles through instantly. Yeah, I really haven't been enjoying the bees this season. Lots of bees around my house and bees around the neighborhood and bees around Southern California in general. And seeing all these frogs today at this place where I went biking with Cameron, it really made me feel like, wow, it's like the world's back a bit. Because LA's been in such a hardcore drought before, maybe last year, year before. I don't really think there were a lot of frogs around. But the thing is this, you guys know that probably that frogs were having problems because of the ozone layer. But what you may not know is that the ozone layer has gotten a lot better. It's in fact that banning those fluorocarbons worked. Pretty cool, huh? Instead of an embargo, can we have an imbroglio? I'm not sure what that means, but can we switch your embargo to an imbroglio? I think it means something. I think it might actually mean something like a moratorium or something. I'm not sure, but imbroglio? Is that how the word is? What is that word I'm thinking of? Imbroglio? No, that's scurvy, Elizabeth Milburn. Scurvy. I tried to weaponize scurvy as a bioweapon. I spent 6 decades working for the imbroglio. Thank you, Winston's mom. You know what? Maybe Hambone can be my ghost president. Okay. I'll be all the meow, meow, meow. And then as soon as the cameras go, like, okay, I'm going to smoke rips. You have fun, Hambone. You do the actual work. Okay. You'd be like, well, I want to go smoke rips too. No. I'm the president. You're the guy who does all the president's work. Okay. Get to it. I got bong rips. I got Addy. I got a guitar to play. I got live streaming to do. And somebody's got to do this president work. So, Hambone, you get on it. Thank you, Winston's mom. That is the word I was thinking of. I guess I got it basically right. Imbroglio. No. If Hambone screws up doing my job for me, I'm throwing him right under the bus. I'll pay fine. It's taxpayer money. Just throw it around willy-nilly. It's fine. Plus, Hambone, you want to talk about benefits. You get your dental. You get your vision. You get your health care. You get your foot pads. You get your bottom care. You get your hair replacement surgeries. You get everything. Well, now, that's quite a sensitive imbroglio. Could that be redundant? All right. Hey, I've been delegating everything to this guy. He's the one who fucked it up. Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing. Science produces these sort of doomsday things like, all the bees are dying. Well, they're fine. But of course, it's not always the case. Like with the ozone layer, if we hadn't actually acted and banned chlorofluorocarbons, whatever they're called, it's just chlorofluorocarbons. And from my childhood, my being a teenager, my girlfriend at the time said, Chloroflora. It's just kind of a joke, you know. I still do it to this day, I guess. Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to say. Look, you can't impeach me because it's Hambone's fault. But you can't blame Hambone because it's not his fault. Because he has dirogametallion treatment 3 days a week for his severe expat remission, and he just wasn't able to do the job well enough. But it's nobody's fault. Nobody gets any blames at all. Okay, I'm a hero for catching it in time. Grindy Peps. You know, Grindy Peps is the best of the seasoning wrappers. There's Grindy Peps. There's Crystal Salt. She's a female, you know. There's Tarragon of Virtue, which is his spice is tarragon. There's what other spice wrapper is there? There's obviously, you know, nutmeg. A little tiny gigantic nutmeg, they call them. So what's the term to describe small pieces of nuts? Once Countess is done with the man. Is that right? Is that the right answer? Is that the right thing? The term for small pieces of nuts is what happens once Countess is done with the man. I'm in. Yeah, Octavia, thank you. I'm not in the explanatory mood. What do you want me to explain? Demonstrative NI? It's like, here's the truth. Like that, okay? It's like demonstrating it. It's like, I'm demonstrating right now. That's what it's like. Laprogamidation method. Oh, you're going to need the laprogamidation. The what? The laprogamidation. What's that? Ooh. It's the successor to the Dapper Gamagation that came before it. Model A. I don't know what you're talking about. Never mind. You wouldn't understand. You're not a medical professional like me. You're right. I'll never understand. I just hand myself over to you, doctor. You hate relying on it, but you know you're expected to use it. Oh, demonstrative is basically like this. I won't use it for me, but I'll always use it for you. Not always. A lot of time. Jonathan Buchanan, what is my primary source of income? I mean, debate coaching, I guess. What's your primary source of income, Jonathan Buchanan? I know, for instance, Mama, I was just saying Kansas is a ball buster. You know what I'm saying, dog? Yeah, you know, I get that a lot, Jonathan Buchanan. Frankly, I get that a lot. I feel pretty lucky. I got a pretty cushy gig here. I do work as a debate coach a few days a week. You know, like less than 10 hours a week probably right now. But it depends. You know, the other thing is, like, this upcoming weekend, I have a tournament. That tournament is going to be, even though I normally work just a couple hours here, a couple other hours there, that tournament I'm going to be there like for 10 or 12 hours, you know? So, and for 2 days. So, you get chunks here. You know how it works. I'm an excellent trader. No, I'm not an excellent trader. I don't trade anything, really. Yeah, this isn't my job. This is my entertainment, basically. I live stream all day because I like it. And it's what... Well, it's like, okay, if you come to me with a problem, I will TE for you. When I have a problem, I will not TE for me. I mean, or when I have a possible solution, I won't TE for me. Like, for example, many people have told me what a terrible job I've done with this channel. Like, but it's got so much potential. You could do this, or you could make money, or you could, well, I don't TE for myself. I don't do TE for Eric. That's not the name of that company, Winston's mom. It's not hyphens RS. It's now that's a lot of hyphens. Isn't that a much better name? You can just smell the exclamation point. Exclamation point. Now that's a lot of hyphens. Can be next door to more than just condiments, which is next door to all licenses all the time, which is next door to Wrong Hole, which is next door to MC Peps, the Rapid Restaurant, where all the waiters wear Adidas tracksuits and big pepper grinders around their neck like Flava Flav's clocks. Now that's a lot of hyphens. Asterisk. There's actually an asterisk at the end of the name, Hambone. And at the bottom, the asterisk leads to, we also sell asterisks. Okay, so just say if you want to be really correct about the name. How does not doing SE look like? It's like, so what do you decide, INFP? About what? About those two boys you're trying to decide between. Oh, I haven't actually asked either of them yet. Okay, well, but you were trying to decide which one you were gonna go out with. They both asked you out. You were gonna try which one you're going to go out with. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. Didn't they ask you like a week ago? I don't know. It's complicated. Okay, but don't you have to tell them an answer at some point? Well, I mean, I haven't decided yet. Okay, but don't you think they're gonna lose interest if you just sort of hum and haw forever? But I mean, I don't know yet. I have to think more. I have to deliberate with my moisture. First, I have to rub some moisture on that. Then I have to push my face against it. Nutlets, say PP. PP's over there. She's on a different chair today. She's not sitting next to me. She's way over there on that chair. Can you see her? Let's see. Where is she? Oh, PNP. I don't know if you can see her or not. Oh, yeah, you can see her a little bit. She's sitting over there. Okay. So that's where the P and the P is. You mean SE demonstrative? SE demonstrative is like my dad. He's always doing shit for other people. You know? He's always getting shit done, you know? It was great. It was really nice. You know, I really love my dad, and I love the way that he compartmentalizes, you know. Like, even though the emails he received today were full of all these supposedly horrible things about Eric, anything horrible she could come up with to say about me, right? He didn't even mention any of that shit at all. He was just like, I don't need this lawsuit shit, Eric. You know? It was just like that. He didn't even mention like her throwing out methamphetamine in there, throwing out Delilah, except he did mention that, she involved Delilah in this as well. So I forwarded the email to Delilah. Okay, we're good. He didn't even mention any of this shit. It's like she was so desperate to tell somebody my secrets. Presumably, like I told hers, I guess. I don't know. Of course, blows up in her face because I don't really have any secrets. My dad knows who I am. He knows I love my mother. He knows that I'm a good person. I love my girlfriend. I'm kind, and I should say it's just like crazy people writing letters in newspapers, right? Anyway, I'm pretty confident that the message has been gotten through to her at this point. That if she just go away and lay low and not try to provoke more videos from me by emailing my father, then I will gradually ignore her and forget her about her again. I'm not interested in talking about her particularly, but it's not just going to disappear instantly. I certainly am not making any commitment to never mention her again or anything. So, she's going to have to sort of come to terms with the fact that she's either going to have to be brave and come sort of talk, throw it all out there and admit everything, or just go run and hide, but she can't win this one, She has to come to terms with that. I'm not doing anything over the internet. Becky emailed my father, my dad. Yes, she told on me to my dad. Told my dad about my drug use. It's like we're not doing anything. It's not like me, Becky and Eric are fighting. No, of course not. I don't give a fuck about her. She engaged in a specific bad act of malfeasance against me and my family that was inexcusable, unforgivable, frankly, and way, way, way beyond anything proportional with anything she could even conceivably accuse me of doing. So, it's not like it's some sort of fight between Becky and me. It's Becky really fucked up badly, and I had to call her on it, in no uncertain terms, because she attacked me in ways that were unacceptable, filled with dishonesty and lies, and aimed at my family. So, of course, I have to correct her. She needs to learn from this. She will demonstrate that she has learned by not responding to anything I say going forward about her, by not addressing my father, by not emailing me. No, I'm not looking to badmouth her. She has to carry the weight of her actual doings, of course. I'm not fixated about her at all. So she needs to just, right now, just hang her head low, keep her fingers away from the keyboard, and not provoke me any further with her lies and malfeasance. As long as she doesn't, then we're good. If she actually wants me to stop talking about her, then she will not email my father right now about this, right? Or anything else. That will make me stop talking about her because I'm not interested in her and she's boring. I will forget about her promptly as soon as she stops intentionally trying to get me to continue talking about her by emailing my father, which hopefully has happened. Hopefully she won't try this again. And if she does, well, I'll just read her other email again. Read the new email, whatever it is, out loud again. She keeps insisting she wants me to stop talking to her. Well, then she'll stop emailing. Recognize that she has lost. I will continue to talk about her son, but she's going to have to just let that fade out. She's not going to get to control this one. She's lost it. She's lost it completely. She has no control over it. So, oh, good. I'm glad she's sleeping now. I should probably unlikely to email my father while she's sleeping. So, yeah, it's like this is kind of a test thing. Like, okay, so here I am wrapping this shit up. Now, not a word. If you can be quiet and behave yourself, Now, we'll move away from you with the topic very quickly. So, this is the test. We'll see how she does. Now, if she does email my father, we know she doesn't want me to stop talking about her. She wants me to keep talking about her. That's no uncertainty about that at that point. And everything's a big fucking lie. The only reason she's emailing my father at all is to tell him irrelevant, supposed secrets about me and drug use and stuff. Why? Because she's incredibly spiteful and hateful? I mean, I don't know why. You know? I don't know why. I mean, she just doesn't have any facts or any evidence or anything of any sort on her side, and so she's kind of fucked, you know? So the best thing she can do is just take it, understand that you learn in this instance what it means to lose and be wrong and try to redeem yourself appropriately. And what you win by not responding to this, you win me not talking about you anymore, gradually, pretty quickly, okay? What you win if you do email my father again is another video. So you have to decide, do you actually want me to stop talking about you or not? You can't have it both ways. If you do, you won't respond to this with an email to my father, Delilah, me, or anybody else in my extended family. You will not contact anybody in my family again, ever, for any reason, unless you want to contact me via phone to humbly ask me to forgive you and show you the way. It's like watching a tennis game in which one player has won every single point because the other player keeps doing the same stupid thing over and over again. You know, it's like she's never going to get anywhere with her threats and her lies. She said, it's like she said in the last email, or one of the last emails to my father, that I'm a monster. Your son's a monster. Eric's a monster. You need to get him some help. What? I'm not a monster. Nobody needs to get me any help. I don't need any help. Nobody feels victimized by me except scoundrels. I don't victimize people. Not remotely. I would never do something like Becky did. Not in a million years. So, you know, not a tennis match unless, you know, one of the players is hitting those tennis balls with a nuclear bomb and the other one is having the tennis balls hit directly into their face. Remembering, of course, that she chose this. That's the most important thing to remember is she chose this. So just let it, put it to bed, let it go. I don't give a fuck, doesn't matter, whatever. But, you know, I hopefully she doesn't. Look, Countess, if in fact it is the case that she sends 100 things to say in an email to my dad, then we know that she is lying when she says she wants me to not talk about her. Because I've indicated she wants me to not talk about her. She needs to concede defeat, lay low, not say anything, not contact us. That's all. Just do nothing. And it'll go away. If she doesn't want to listen to me, if she doesn't want to accept that reality, then she chooses the outcome she chooses. Matthew is not a monster. I have no idea who Tim A even is, so I don't know anything about that. Matthew's a great guy, okay? The fact that you are hell-bent on being spiteful towards him does not make you look good, Countess. Does not make him look bad. He's a perv, like every guy, you know? He may be a little more pervy than most, a little poorer at hiding his perviness. Get over your damn self, Countess, for God's sake. He's a monster, a purposeful manipulator. Who did he manipulate to do what, Countess? Did he manipulate you? So earlier you claimed you got bullied. Now you're claiming you got manipulated by Matthew? Are you serious? Did he manipulate you, Countess? Matthew is not a monster at all. Matthew's a good guy. I like him. He's a nice guy. You've already shamed him enough, for God's sakes. I'm asking you a question. Did he manipulate you or somebody else? Who did he manipulate? I'm asking you to deliver it. Who did he manipulate? You or somebody else? Deliver it. Deliver the truth. Quick. Who did he manipulate, Countess? It's an easy one. You or someone else? Just you or someone else? Oh my God. Countess, you've got to be serious. He told you he was lonely, so you stay on the phone, and that means he manipulated you? Come on. So when did he touch you, Countess? Then hang it up. You don't have to stay on the phone just because he says he's lonely. Okay, well, Countess, guess what? When I end this live stream, and not that long, probably 15, 20 minutes or something, and you say, but Eric, don't end this live stream. I'm lonely. I'll say, well, find somebody else. I'm going to bed. That's what one does when you don't want to be on the phone. Okay? Okay, well, I don't think he guilt tripped you. Oh my God, come on, Countess. And the thing is, you get so mad at so many different people and say so many awful things about so many different people, it's hard to take you seriously about any of them, frankly. In contrast, I don't talk shit about hardly anybody. I think of two specific women who I have revealed the bad behavior of. Okay, Countess, your evidence for Matthew being manipulative is that he said he was lonely to keep you on the phone. You kept on the phone because he's being lonely means like, hey, I'm lonely, like let's have a little internet sex. Could mean that, right? You interpreted it how you want to interpret it. You're just being silly. Okay, yeah, but it doesn't have to be interpreted that way. Hey baby, feeling lonely? Want to fill up that body with another human being? Matthew is what counts what Winston's mom said. Fragile and a young man and not deserving of anything remotely close to the amount of scorn you're heaping upon him. That's just all there is to it. I ain't trying to moisten your folds. I'm just trying to toisen your golds. If someone says, please talk to me, I'm lonely and sad, I might have talked to them. I might talk to them. If they started whacking it, I'd be like, okay, you're a perv. You're a weirdo or whatever. And I'd hang up and I wouldn't even think about it again. I might be like, this fucking guy, like, I was talking to him. He's like, hey, I'm kind of lonely. Can you chat with me for a little while? I was like, yeah, okay, chat with you for a little while. And he started fucking pulled out the dick and started whacking it. You believe that shit? And that'd probably be the end of it completely. I wouldn't ever mention it again. Matthew did not wrong you in any sense that's meaningful, frankly. And you're making such a big fuss about it that you kind of turned yourself into the bad guy here. Weather girl, is your name Funny Sunshine? I'm sorry, is your name Sunny Funshine? Eric, calm down. Shouldn't you be secure? If you're right, you are acting like you're not secure. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for bringing the security and insecurity Geiger counter tonight. I appreciate that. Glad to know you can keep on giving me the reports on my insecurity and security level as you see fit. So can you give me a number on that, please, so I can reference it for future displays of security and security? Much appreciated. He may have gone a little Louis C.K., but Louis C.K. is super famous. Matthew is super rich and Louis C.K. is super rich and famous. Matthew is just Look, hey, what I just said to you, Candace, is what if he was depressed? What I said was I would probably I said okay, let's chat for a while longer. If the person then whipped out his dick and started stroking it, I'd be like, okay, goodbye. I wouldn't consider myself wronged in any sense. I'd think to myself, well, I'm not going to be fooled by that guy again. And that would be it. Even if it were a dude. For a chick, I'd be like, okay, I am not available. You need to put that shit back in your panties, girl. I certainly wouldn't be offended in either instance. I feel sorry for the first dude because it's like, all right, well, that's not going to work. I wouldn't want to strike out at them. And I'd feel flattered, kind of weirded out by the chick because it's like, when did this start happening? It never has, but I'm just saying, if it did, that's how I'd feel. Okay, so you got fooled by Matthew and you feel like he pulled one over on you. That's no reason to fucking just heap this much scorn and public shame on him. Even if he did manipulate you, easy solution. Don't be fooled again. But I've given you counterexamples here, Candace. I've said, look, if the equivalent thing happened to me, I would have this attitude about it for the following reasons. It's a preferable attitude because it doesn't require people to be brutalized every time they run afoul of Countess. For God's sakes, Countess, why do I not understand? Am I really that stupid? You're not responding to anything I'm saying. I'm not trying to be all upset or anything about anything. Not true, Eric says Gee. What's not true? The real solution is no FI. I mean, that generally is a good solution for most things, is no FI. But we can't, unfortunately, very well compel that solution on other people. So I don't know. Probably, I guess that's what Countess says. I don't think I've heard Matthew exactly deny it. I don't know. But the point is, it's such not worth this big fussy fuss about shit. It really isn't. It's like, what I would do if I were you is feel sorry for the fact that Matthews sacrificed any opportunity to have a more realized kind of relationship with you, even if it's just chatting with you, by doing this bad mistake. And now you're going to excise him. You don't need to additionally publicly shame and scorn him because he didn't actually wrong you in any meaningful way. I mean, Hamlet's got a point. He didn't lie. Didn't harm anybody. Countess, why you always going to make shit down to kick me out? I'm not telling you shouldn't be here. I'm not telling you we don't want you anymore because we disagree with you. I'm telling you, check yourself before you wreck yourself, woman. Look in the fucking mirror a little bit. Have a little bit of self-criticism. You don't gotta fucking come down like an avalanche on absolutely everybody. You'll note I do occasionally come down like an avalanche, as I did today. In rare instances when somebody is richly fucking deserving. Maybe Bill Walton, sure. Tonight's game, they had Bill Walton again. This time they had a third person in the team because it was such a fucking nightmare last time. And they're like, you can see the announcers like looking at each other about Bill Walton, being like, oh yeah, what are we gonna do about this guy? Oh, I hate Bill Walton. And the other thing is, I'm not trying to say to you, what you're saying is I'm telling her what only people with bipolar can do, which is what? Oh, you mean be objective, right? Okay, fine, that's true. The thing is this, Candace, you say I will do what I want. Nobody's telling you what to do. Bill Walton is not a monster. He is not a monster. He is not a bad human being. I'm not trying to say any of those things about Bill Walton. He is just the worst announcer in the history of basketball. That's all, okay? He is not a bad person. He is not a monster. He's not a moral reprobate or anything like that. He's just an incredibly horrible basketball announcer. That doesn't mean he deserves scorn or disdain. It does mean he should be fired from his job. Well, it's like I get these people try to keep trying to win. It's like keep kind of hammer. Every time they lose, get more and more frustrated. Like, Tori left a couple of comments the other day on a recent video, full of hatred, seething hatred. It's like, wow, she has just a complete antagonism to reality. So anyway, yeah, Bill Walton's not a bad person. He's just history's worst basketball announcer. So he shouldn't have the job of basketball announcer. That's fair. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just, Candace is not Tori. No. Tori is whole. I mean, Tori just says complete lies. Like, not even, just, she like says the thing that's furthest from the truth. Like, Eric's a misogynist and hates women and treats them all like maids or sex objects. Are you talking about this Eric? Me? It was like, it's that kind of lie. It's just wild, just spewing of garbage, Anything she could say is hateful about me, she'll say. It doesn't matter any resemblance to the truth at all. It's weird. I don't know how I elicit so much hatred from these two. These two women. Yeah. No. No. Look, we can all agree that Bill Walton should be given a lot of sashes and plaques and awards, and he should have some kind of an audience. We basically got to put an audience of like mannequins that seem very lifelike, and then periodically go, oh, Bill Walton. That's all you need to hear from the people, And then he'll just be in his element. He'll give his little speeches about nonsense, and somebody will give him another sash, and he'll be like, "This is the greatest sash I've ever seen." And then people will go, "Bill Walton, that's me. I'm Bill Walton. I played basketball for a long time. Bill Walton." He just, he could just do that for the rest of his life, nonstop. He just get sashes, and then get affirmed by people in the audience, and then get some food of some sort, get a plaque, more information, give a little speech, get applause, get another plaque, another speech, more applause, and then follow that up with another sash. This one's saying best Bill Walton ever. He would just lap that shit up. If a woman is insecure about her looks, she may get touchy or offended when a man shows no sexual desire for her. I've got a girlfriend. I've got a very special girlfriend. Her name's Rachel Lapalosa. I don't feel sexual desire for anybody but Rachel Lapalosa. So there's no reason for any woman to be insecure about my lack of sexual desire for them. It's universal. Except for the beatific womanly curves of one INFJ, Rachel C. Lapalosa of the Lapalosa clan of North Dakota's Lapalosas. Wait a second. Is that King Krishna Sarmapagu? Oh no, it's not. My mistake. I thought I saw King Krishna Sarmapagu for a second. Oh, it is King Krishna Sarmapagu. King Krishna Sarmapagu loved her labor law classes. King Krishna Sarmapagu learned about industrial asses. King Krishna Sarmapagu had labor law class this Saturday. King Krishna Sarmapagu jurisprudence makes you go wide away. Okay, that's my poem for you. NTPs tend to make me feel stupid. I often can't follow the humor. Lol, weather girl, you got a little cloud. Well, look, weather girl, let me tell you who's smart and who's stupid. You have accomplished something. I have no concept of how you could possibly have done it. You have a little cloud next to your name. How did you do that? I have no idea. I don't have anything next to my name, I don't think. Nope, just words. No little picture. I would like to have a little pepper grinder next to my name. Well, a big one. I'd like to have a picture of a rapper with a pepper grinder, as big as the rapper himself, around his neck on a chain, Flavor Flav style, except huge pepper grinder. I want to have multicolored peppercorns inside the pepper grinder. Can we arrange that, please? Can anybody arrange this for me? Hambone's industrial ass. It's been chapping everybody's brass. It's the reason the brass knobs on this have worn down, sir, is Hambone's industrial ass has been scraping up against them. Hammy, I'll help you with labor laws. My name's King Krishna Sarmapagu. Pagu. I wish I had Pagu in my name. That is so great to have Pagu, you know? It's like, it's such a mouthy 2 syllables, you know? My name is Pagu. Pagu? Yes. Hey, Bob Stevens. Hi. I'm Pagu. Hi, Pagu. You can call me Gooey Goo for short. Okay, Gooey Goo. Now, are you using me there in a pirate sense, Hambone? I don't want anyone taking advantage of me, KKSP. Or do you leave out a comma? Hambone, please clarify. Please clarify for me, Hambone. Bro, dog, Holmes, homie. Yeah. The name's Pagoo. You can call me Gooey Goo or the Gooster or Gooey if you want for short. Next time I go to a random cocktail party where people don't know who I am, I'm going to introduce myself as Ken Krishna Sarma Pagoo. Hey, Bob. Yeah, me. Yeah, I'm Ken Krishna Sarma Pagoo. You can just call me KKSP. Ken Krishna Sarma Pagoo. Right. No, it's pronounced more like Pagoo. Pagoo. Right. You can call me Gooey Goo if you like. How'd you get that name? Oh, my parents were really into the name, you know. My grandfather was named Ken. My great grandfather was named Krishna. My great great grandfather was named Sarma. And my mom just made up Pagoo out of the first two syllables she could think of. Hence, I am Ken Krishna Sarma Pagoo. Naturally. That's why my parents named me that, of course. Did you answer my question, though, Hambone? I want to know if you used the me to mean my pirate style, or if you intended it to be a comma after the me, America style. Any and TI make the best cops. Mm-hmm. Officer fuck around and officer lazy. HP and IHP cops team. Hi, I'm Officer fuck around. And I'm Officer lazy. And then the IHP goes, looks like there's a call. Should we say we're busy? Yeah, I don't want to go. What do you want to say we're doing? Tell him we're helping a lady find her dog. They're not gonna buy that. We said that yesterday. Okay, tell him a guy landed his hang glider in the middle of the street, blocking traffic. We gotta deal with it. I mean, don't you think somebody would have video of that though? They can verify that easily. Okay, all right. Look. Tell him we got a homeless person that's hassling some regular people. We're gonna go, wag our fingers or something. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll tell him. That'll be the EHP and the IHP on duty as cops. They don't really want to do their job. They just want. Can we just sit here? Look, I'm kind of doing something on my laptop right now. You don't seem really that interested in policing either, so why don't we just park this cop car back over here next to these picnic tables? I can get out like a generator or something. We could set up a whole big screen. We could really just sort of hang out over here all day, like 6 months later, somebody looks back behind this big pile of shit and blah blah blah. What are you guys doing back there? Oh, policing. We haven't really seen much of you guys. Your numbers are awful. You have 0 arrests, 0 tickets, nothing at all. Well, we're doing a great job. We have kept the streets so safe that there's nothing for us to do. That's how you know you're succeeding as cops. I have met some nice cops. I met some dick cops. I met some effective cops that I don't care that they were kind of dickish. I've met some cops with good restraints. Good restraint. I mean, I was the cops that dealt with Rachel on 2 occasions when she was having a little episode. Showed great restraint, and at least some of the cops seemed to show genuine concern and caring. And I didn't see anything to the contrary for anybody. And I appreciated that a lot. In fact, I wrote the police chief in Arcadia a letter saying that I commended his, good job on his cops doing such a good job. Not something I always do with cops, but I'm trying to give credit where credit's due. They did a great job. Um. My dad's good at policing, bad at peopling. I mean, it's like, and we had sort of one of those cops a little bit too. But even though he wasn't great at sort of his attitude, he ended up helping a lot. And I think what helped is my attitude was very much kind of helpless. I don't know what to do here, So anyway, yeah. I'm also a donut lover, Winston's mom. Also known as a lover of donuts. That doesn't sound like a very effective cop. Lord have mercy. Ooh-wee. Miles Dean, you cannot let that man do that anymore. No, madam. You almost called 911 because of my coughings. Yeah, pretty dangerous coughings. Okay, everybody. I do need to go to bed. I didn't sleep at all last night, and I'd like to get more than 8 hours tonight. However, as I'm going to bed here, I'm just going to sort of, the last thing I'm going to do is on the live stream. I'm just going to get the bed ready and do all that shit. My Rachel Popachel, of course, is fast asleep. Late. It's late there, So, what I really like to do is have her here with me. Obviously, be together is nice. So I can get some cuddles in, Get some FI time, some everything's good. But obviously she's not with me right now. So it would be nice if I like to have her lying on her bed and me lying on my bed and we both be on Google Hangouts. Even if I'll forget that we're even together until I hear this weird crackle noise from the TV of her rolling over or whatever. I go, oh yeah, right, Rachel's here. And it's always nice to when you kind of wake up as you're napping and you look over and she's kind of napping and it's comforting. And it's centering. That's the thing about being in a good relationship is that it's centering. It's the center you always return to make meaning from, like the place you make meaning from almost. A place you return to with meaning. You're like a bee, you go out, you get pollen, you come back and you go back to your relationship with the pollen. Or you're like a bee and your relationship's the hive, and you gotta leave the hive periodically. But don't worry, there's a lot of other bees around and they're all going back to the same place. That's not very good. That's not a very good metaphor there. But that's just a bad metaphor. But anyway, because there's only one bee and it's me, I'm comforting. Thanks, Winston's mom. You're making me emo. I'm feeling pretty emo right now anyway, because I guess of lack of sleep and all the shit that went down there, all the crazy nonsense. Blue shadow is on the trail. Meow, meow. All of the doggies. I had to make sure these are like kind of underwear, so I had to make sure they were, I wasn't going to flop out, flop out and onto the camera, knocking you directly in the face with my schlong. We wanted to avoid that. Ham bone, we was really looking forward to it, but for the rest of us, we wanted to avoid that. I got to go pee. Yes, I got to go pee. It's just like me to have to go pee. I gotta go pee in the sink like Bree. Look at me, 'cause I got to go pee. Yep, got to go pee. Ain't no mountain high enough to stop me from going pee. Ain't no valley low enough to stop me from going pee. Ain't no ocean wet enough to stop me from going pee. Ain't no kitty meow meow enough to stop me from going pee. Hello, kitty freshness pants. What a beauty pants. What a glorious kitty beauty pants. Kitty freshness pants. So, well, if it isn't kitty freshness pants. Here to freshen things up again, I guess. No, I am here to freshen. Why they call me kitty freshness pants. That does make good sense. You do have the freshest pants of any of the kitties. Yeah. I'm kitty freshness pants. You are kitty freshness pants. Well, I didn't smoke a cigarette. I just peed. It's a two-part endeavor. Part one was going pee. Part two is smoking a cigarette. I know, it's cold. You don't want to be out there. You just want me to open the door. Oh. Well, a little bit sore. A little bit sore in the back area from this bike ride today. I probably should have stretched a little bit before we started. I don't know if any of you have ever tried stretching before. Basically, just bend over to grab your ankles. I believe it was Winston's mom and I the other day that were discussing how all the young people these days are obsessed with Peggy Fleming. I think it was a bit of a surprise to both of us. You know, obviously, we both grew up massive, huge, unmitigated Peggy Fleming fans. One of the things that Winston's mom and I actually have in common, we both have a Peggy Fleming tattoo. It's just hers is on the left butt cheek, mine's on the right. They're both the same tattoo. It's her doing one of her textbook Peggy Fleming moves. Little known facts about Winston's mom. Huge Peggy Fleming fan, has a Peggy Fleming tattoo on her butt cheek. Interesting fact, it actually takes up more than her whole butt cheek and goes down onto her thigh a little bit. But I think it was Peggy Fleming was robbed. She should have been Time Magazine's Person of the Year about 6 years running, probably. That's how important Peggy Fleming was. Okay, now here's what I'm envisioning. Here's a dream of a situation of a vignette of a scene. Bill Walton has been set up by a friend on a blind date. He shows up to some lady's house. Doesn't know who she is. Knock, knock, knock. Peggy Fleming opens the door. This huge, towering douchebag at the door. It's Bill Walton. Meanwhile, there's Peggy Fleming. Grace incarnate. I believe they call her the witch of the ice. Not witch in a bad way, just because she's so magical. Who's Peggy Fleming? I'm pretty sure she was an ice skater a long time ago. There's a reference I said the other night, and Winston's mom said, "You're dating yourself, Eric." I think it was like maybe a 1980s Olympics or something, ice skating. I'm pretty sure. Maybe 76. I don't know. She was a precursor to like Mary Lou Retton, And I always like to imagine Peggy Fleming and Mary Lou Retton scissoring in a bed of Olympic gold medals. It's just, it's my dream. It's my dream to hang out with Peggy Fleming and Mary Lou Retton in the middle of a big bed made entirely of Olympic gold medals. That's my dream. Some people say that's not a dream you're ever going to live. You're never going to be able to get both Peggy Fleming and Mary Lou Retton into a bed made entirely of Olympic gold medals. But I say, that's quitter talk, okay? And once we're on the bed, I'm not really sure what I want to do with them. But I do know that I think I kind of want to lie between them and just be like, Mary Lou, Peggy, you know what, guys? This is really nice. You'd think these gold medals would be less comfortable than they are. Really, it's not even, my back feels fine. That's my dream. That's my fantasy. I had one of my mom's best friends when I was growing up, and then Peggy Mabry. And I actually have, within the last 10 years anyway, maybe 8 years or something, maybe the last 6 years probably, I chatted with my childhood friend Jenny Mabry, who's no longer a Mabry. She's married now and has a different name. But she's an ENFP living in Pennsylvania in a big house with several kids and a husband who's like probably INTJ or ISTJ. Seems to be in a good relationship. And, it's like she needs that kind of husband who says, I get it, you're an ENFP, honey, and I don't expect you to really be productive or anything, which is nice. I mean, of course, he insists that she be okay with his periodic forays into the world of Peggy Fleming. but I think every woman has to endure that, you know? I wonder what Peggy Fleming looks like now. She's probably like 90 years old or something. How old is Peggy Fleming? I can't reach my Googling things. Can somebody else Google it for me? How old is Peggy Fleming? Sorry, ENFPs. She's great. I like her a lot. And when I talked to her, we had fun chatting. You know, it was, she actually knew a little bit about not cognitive functions, about type. She knew her own type before I talked to her, and we talked about type some. And you know, she's 71. Okay, that's fine. 71, 71 fucks like she's 70. Peggy Gail Fleming, 48. That's a good vintage. It's a good vintage of women. She was a 3-time world champion, 1966 or 68. That's an old time. I wasn't even born when she was a singles champion and whatever. I guess I probably just recognized her from commentating on later Olympic ice skating events when I was watching it. And she's probably a commentator then. And tonight we welcome Peggy Fleming. Hi, Bob. Peggy, you know what it's like out there when the pressure's on and these girls have to perform. It's all business. That's right, Bob. I'm Peggy Fleming. I was born in 71, so, you know. I agree. Peggy should marry Ken Christian Summer Pagoo so she could become Peggy Pagoo. Peggy Pagoo is a great name for a Peggy. Ken Christian Summer Pagoo, I want you to marry somebody named Peggy if you're still here, okay? But only give Peggy your last name, Pagoo. You know, it's like, I think that she should be called Leggy Peggy Pagoo. And all the boys go, you got some long legs like that. Okay, who's probably ENFP himself? Peggy Pagoo? A man named Peggy Pagoo. You need a Corona with a dash of lemon? You know, Cinco de Mayo 17 was the best Cinco de Mayo. It was like, we got trashed at the Mexican restaurant, and it was just like, blow your mind. These chicks was like, you know, big old racks, and it was great. Cinco de Mayo 17 goes down in history. I drank so many Coronas. Well, this year's going to be a little off because coronavirus. Coronavirus? Is it some kind of Mexican holiday? Sounds like it. You want to go to margaritas? My son was born in March. My daughter in July. My second son in August. And the twins in November. It's a lot of kids in 1 year, Mrs. Mom. It's a lot of kids in 1 year. You've just been popping them right out. Ugh, that's exactly it. I guess you just have to do some stuff, even if it's not the perfect timing. That is exactly it. So I just gotta go. I just gotta get shit done. Fuck it. It doesn't matter if it's done right, if it's done on time. We always gotta get it done. Sometimes that's the ultimate form of extroverted sensing. It's just being like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it now and get it over with and not have to deal with it later. You know? That's SE. That's a little something that I like to call the most extroverted of all the sensing. What do you sense when you direct your extroverted sensing towards your computer screen. Well, I'll tell you what he sensed. He sensed a man in a dark room on a bed, apparently talking to himself, but not talking to himself. Actually, secretly talking to some of a set of approximately 15 other people. And you can't see him, but you can hear him. And you know, if you could see him, his ghoulish face would scare you to death. Google the day of the week. Google the day of the week. There is an old poem that says, Monday's child is full of shit. Tuesday's child is full of spit. Wednesday's child is made of cheese. Thursday's child was born without knees. Friday's child lives in a lake. Saturday's child wakes and bakes. Sunday's child likes to eat slugs. And Monday's child receives all the hugs. That's it. That's how you do it. That's the poem. Right. Sleepy time. Right. Go. That's my phone telling me sleeping. I have the one thing I have that's on my calendar is a set to repeat forever, I guess, or something. I don't keep doing it. Like every night at, I guess, 11:30, my Google Calendar tells me it's time for sleeping. A lot of times I'm asleep when it announces it, and it wakes me up, so it's kind of counterproductive in that regard. I need my inhaler because I want to inhale. What will I inhale? Breathing juice. I'm pretty phlegmy. I'm pretty like, what's the word? Allergy-ish. Oh, my butthole's so itchy too. Why is my butthole so itchy? Did someone put itching powder on my butthole? Who was it? CJ O'Connell? God damn it. CJ O'Connell thinks it's so hilarious to put itching powder on my butthole. But then here I am at night in bed, lying down, and you know, I gotta scratch my butthole. Why? Because CJ's been up into things again. He's always sneaking around like Snidely Whiplash with a can of itching powder. It's a little something I like to call albuterol. Oh, yeah. I know. It's not cool, CJ. How would you like it if I made your anus itch all night long? You know, once you get in there and start scratching it, it doesn't really stop itching. It's just like satisfying, and then you got to go scratch it again, you know? Snidely butt rash. It's not a rash. It's just an itchiness. It's just a general anal itchiness. Yes, I wiped my ass just fine when I pooped. It's just a general, you know, maybe I brushed up against some poison oak today when we were riding our bikes with my anus. That's possible. You know, it's like I went to put my normal bedtime anal powder on my anus, only to discover CJ had replaced it with fake anal itching powder. I'm pretty sure I don't have pinworms. Winston's mom. Pretty sure. It's usually like I wiped a little extra hard and it gets a little like chappy, you know? Look, pinworms aren't given, they're earned. Well, do you have a flashlight? Let's see. Mwahaha. I do have a flashlight, but I don't know how I'm going to look at my own anus with a flashlight. I've never, maybe I could. I don't know. I never really tried to do that before. I have to kind of test it out and see if I can look at my own anus with a flashlight. I'm pretty sure I can't. I don't think I can bend over to that far or something. I'm pretty sure I can't look at my own anus. Well, it's interesting. It's an interesting question, right? Can you see your own anus without a mirror? Is there anybody here who can see their own anus without a mirror? It's an important question. It really should be on the census form, I think. How are we going to gather data about these important questions and then put it on the census? Okay, can everybody please try to look at their own anus right now so you can tell me whether you can see your own anus without a mirror? Who thinks they're going to be able to see their own anus? Well, okay, I guess another question is, who already knows whether they can see their own anus without a mirror? Who's already done this test, you know? If you haven't, as I haven't, who's confident they know whether or not they can see their own anus without a mirror? Either yes or no, you know? And who, if anybody, that doesn't know, is just at a loss. Like, well, I have no idea whether I can see it or not. Important questions. Probably science will never answer these kind of questions. Probably just say, that's not even a real science question, Eric. So yeah, it is. And I'll point to something in the book and they'll go, well, maybe. Neither they nor I would have any idea what I pointed to. Getting frisky is a vibe, but in a wholesome way. Getting frisky is a vibe, but in a wholesome way. And getting frisky gonna ride, but in a wholesome way. I'll hold your hand and you hold my hand. That's enough for this week. People who have no spine can indeed see their own anus. It's true. But they may not be able to bend their body because the absence of a spine means they're probably paralyzed. So it's a kind of a catch-22. There's a little gas for you. If you want to put that in your methane tank and smoke it. Right on the rocks indeed. Okay. It's a cruel summer. Okay. It's now for reallys, though. Actual time for bed. Oh, look who's here. It's a wonderful kitty friend. Hello. Can you please get off the blanket, though? Thank you, baby. Oh, thank you. Yes, Daddy loves his wonderful kitty friend. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And he's not lying to you this time. He's telling you the truth about your wonderful kittyhood. Yes, so important, so true, so elegant and majestic. Such a noble, noble beast. Oh, my noble beast. How did you get to be such a noble beast, Pee-Pee? Did you take nobility lessons at Noble Beast School? Can you see Kitty? No, you can't see Kitty because you're too far over there. There's my kitty freshness. Now you can see I wasn't just making it up when I said the freshest kitty in all of France is out by my house. Oh, yes. Oh, elegant and majestic, noble kitty friend. Oh, yes. Show us the way of high fashion. Show us. I want you to wear nothing but runway fashion, PP. Nothing off the rack. Only tailored runway. So what's the real reason? I just like live streaming. Pretty much. I think it's fun. That's the real reason I live stream. Like right now, I should just turn this live stream off, end it, and go to sleep. But I just like to it's like, I'd rather just go to sleep and then turn off after I'm asleep. But that's not possible. So I'm just kind of like lingering, half asleep. I like the company, I guess. I just like you guys. Most people here that I know, I like them a lot, you know. They're nice to me. They say nice things usually, and I try to be nice too. And I feel fondness in my heart for these people, you know. This is the most mature incarnation of TWFP yet to manifest for sure. Is this sort of, you know, the what I would call the Winston's mom era. You know, obviously you could call it the ham bone era. He's a stalwart of the era as well. I see Winston's mom as providing sort of a FI meta frame that I can understand and respect and try to sort of uphold. That's improved the community as a whole by making it more fair and more like friendly and you know, just have more humanity, less ego, and less piggities. Oh, my beauty kitty. Oh, thank you for the face push. Oh, that's a kiss right on the lips, baby. I don't want you to lick my lips, please. It's kind of yucky. Yes, you're very majestic and true, though. Daddy knows His Majesty's truth. Oh, my goodness. So elegant and pure. Thank you for the nose push. Oh, head push. Thank you. I love you too, my peepee. Thank you for showing me your head push. Daddy loves you. Oh, what a nice kitty. What a freshness kitty pants. Yes. You have the freshest pants of the whole rave, kitty. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. The sensuality is astonishing me. You truly are the kittiest of all pageant winners. You are. You deserve the sash that says best kitty of all time. Yes, well, she is a very, CJ O'Connell. You probably know because you've probably seen her. And I know that Octavia Silva knows and a couple other people. There may be some people who don't know this. Maybe news for some of you out there. But my kitty is an extremely special lady. Okay, so it's one of the things that people sometimes forget. That explains a lot of the other names that she has. Because first she has to attain the status of very special lady, which she's attained. Oh, I love you too, head push. I do love your head pushes. Yes. Even though you're getting me all kitty fur on my face, which makes me have allergies. It just doesn't even matter because you're so adorable. I love you too, baby. You're so affectionate tonight. Do you want chest pet as well? Or just top part pet? Oh, my beauty. Oh, my wonder beauty. Oh, Wonder Puss the Wonder Beauty. Hello. Are you the fountain of amazement that squirts the waters of truth on the parched lands of sorrow? Yes, you are. You are the sunshine in the sky. Oh, yeah. That means we're still orbiting the sun. Okay, Kitty, you're really kind of allerging me up so much that I'm just I don't know if I can take much more of your kitty hair in my face. I'm all itchy. I'm gonna sneeze, and my eyes are gonna start itching. And but I can't stop petting and loving you. Oh, it doesn't even matter though, because your adorability is so astonishing to me. I am constantly being re-astonished by your kitty ways. Every day you say meow a little bit differently than the day before, and it astonishes me. It astonishes, delights, amazes, and awes me. I am awed. I am awed by your kitty goodness. Oh, licks and loves. Oh, my licky love. Okay. Can you please get down now? Daddy needs to take some sort of action to de-kittyify himself for a moment. Oh, my beauty kitty, will you please just get off of me now? I can't stop petting you, but at the same time, I don't really want you on me anymore. Please? Can you just get off of me now? Kitty, I don't want to move you against your will. Thank you, darling. I have to get up now and I gotta decat. Oh my God. I'm so covered in cat hair. Ah. Boy, oh boy. That was more cat hair than either you or I can shake any sticks at. Oh, my bottle's still itchy. Okay. Now since oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Well, I gotta smoke a cigarette because, of course, I'm up again. I need to change my shirt since this one's all cat haired out. Put on this shirt instead. This is a girl's shirt. This might be Rachel's shirt. I'm pretty sure it's not mine. Okay. Put on this other shirt. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay. Now, I can wipe my face with this shirt because it's not covered in cat hair. See? Yeah, that works. I feel like it got all over my face though. Hi, Katie Freshness. No more loving times when you come back to bed, okay? That was just like overwhelming. Must be shedding season. Cause her kitty pants are fresh as fuck. Her kitty pants, fresh as fuck. Where's my sody folks? What do I do with that sody? I don't have my Coke from McDonald's. I do still have it. Hooray for me. There's a kitty freshness inside of your pants. Now here we'll get to bear witness to a phenomenon I like to call in and out kitty. If you've never played in and out kitty before, and there's any way at all you can possibly avoid playing it, do so. One of my all-time least favorite games. Kitty wants to go out, kitty wants to come back in, kitty wants to go out again. Who are you wearing? Well, tonight I've gone with this blue shirt and these blue pants. The shirt's by Dan Stevens, and my pants are Tommy Choos. You know, if you're a woman, I gotta tell you, a little secret. Don't wear any weird shoes that chicks wear. My grandmother had horribly deformed feet by the end of her life. She worked at a pharmacy, stood on her feet a lot, She's always wearing those, not designed for utility shoes. At the end of her life, her feet were all fucked up. So, if you're a chick, don't wear uncomfortable shoes. Words of wisdom from host Eric. Other lessons from Grandma. By the end of her life, Grandma was a raging Percodan addict. So, words of wisdom. Don't get addicted to Percodan. You might as well just not take it at all. I don't know why you would, because, it's a downer. But some people like that, I guess. Me, I go by the old saying, you're bringing downers, you're bringing frowners. Another famous old saying, never drive on Quaaludes. Now, I think that by the time I heard that saying, it wasn't nearly so relevant as once it had been. But apparently, driving on Quaaludes is a surefire recipe to crash your car. Now, I have never driven on Quaaludes. I've never taken Quaaludes. I don't know what it's like to drive on Quaaludes, but I do know that if you're not driving on Quaaludes, you're missing out. Do they even have Quaaludes anymore? What are Quaaludes anyway? Ludes. Like back in 86 or 7 or something, you hear little comments about ludes. It is a good saying. I think it's fair to say it's a saying to live by. Don't drive on Quaaludes. I would just not take Quaaludes at all, probably. But if you're gonna take them, you should only pilot boats and airplanes. No driving. Do you feel the rai-rai? Can you get it? Can you get the rai-rai vicariously? Let me tell you something about this rai-rai. It's both rye and rye. Oh, yeah. That's good rye. This is an SI juiciness right here. For a long day. I think I might be re-getting sick or something because I didn't sleep. What time is it? It's almost midnight. I should go to sleep. This is a part that I used to feel more than I do nowadays, really, in general. But I used to feel a lot like the sense of, yeah, but then I'm going to have that time. That time after I end the live stream where I'm in bed by myself and just having to lie there and try to go to sleep. But normally I'm not like that anymore, so I'm starting to get kind of like wallowy about my SI and my juiciness in the SI, but it's like there's also something very cozy about this, like just, I'm just talking and there's people here, but it's like, it's such a weird thing, right? Live streaming is such a distinct format of thing. It's so much different than uploading a video or anything else you do, really. It's different than like a podcast. It's different than, it's not like you have callers, you just have chatters. And it's a really interesting format. It really is. It's changed my life, My life's different since I started live streaming. Basically, since they started doing the easy to set up webcam streaming, and I just have to push one button instead of two. It kind of changed my life. YouTube making their streaming slightly easier kind of changed my life. Of course, YouTube prior to streaming had already changed my life, that medium. But more or less, it's definitely the stark minority of videos that I upload. Most of them are live streams. I think that's racist to call somebody a stark minority. I honestly wonder if having fifth slot NI is even relevant here. Relevant to what? All right. The sun is setting in the west. The cattle go down to the stream. The red wing settles in her nest. It's time for a cowboy to dream. Is that Blue Shadows song? Is that the lyrics to that song or a different song? No, it's when I got up to wash my face and hands from Kitty. I changed my shirt too because that way I could like wipe my face with my shirt without getting more kitty hair on my face. It's called a little bit of TE, or more like SI, I guess. I know I don't like the allergies very much. I think I'm going to take a Benadryl, in fact, tonight. Just one probably is going to be adequate. It's weird. It's almost like when I take things that make me sleepy, I fight sleeping more somehow. It doesn't necessarily make me sleep better. It's like I'm always trying to fight my way through the sleepiness or something. So 2 of these is maybe a little heavy. 2 of these Benadryls as far as sleepy inducing. One's probably fine. What type is Master Roshi from Dragon Ball? I have no idea. Not that familiar with the show. I think I'm going to take a regular Tylenol as well, not a PM Tylenol. Tylenol is a mood stabilizer. It's true if you Google it. If you don't Google it, it's false. Okay, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese and dream a little dream of bees. It's from this evening. a drink. I got Big Macs for dinner. Big Mac and fries and a drink for dinner.